showing yourself grace is important right now?
Grace. How do I show myself grace?
I know. I know.
You know, I never wanted to be like this. I wanted to, I don't even know what I wanted. I just didn't want to be like this.
And that's exactly why you show yourself grace. Right now you feel broken and you feel like there's no way out of this trap that you've fallen into. But the fact that you understand that you never wanted to be like this is enough for you to show yourself a little bit of grace, even under these circumstances.
But this pattern, this is all I know.
And yet, there was a time where this pattern didn't exist.
That feels like a lifetime ago, man. It almost, I can't even remember that time in my life, to be honest.
And again, contrary to how you feel right now in this very moment, there was a time in your life where this pattern didn't exist.
But what if this is just who I am?
To a degree, this is exactly who you are. And it's one of the more beautiful things about you. You've always desired closeness. You've always desired affection. You've always desired release. And these are very human emotions, and they're to be embraced. You don't need to run from these. They're not things to be ashamed of. The trick is to understand when you're trying to fill a human need versus when you're trying desperately to fill a void. But the difference is that a human need, getting a hug or a positive word or any other type of positive reinforcement when you're feeling down on yourself, those things are fulfilling, but a void, no matter what you try to fill it with, whether it's drugs, alcohol, or in your case, sex, it leaves you feeling perpetually empty. And in that case, the void just remains.
So it's just that simple.
No, man, it's not easy at all. People wander this earth for years believing that they're truly fulfilled. The whole time they're giggling and desolate on the inside because they're trying to fill a void with things that don't matter.
So are you disappointed in me?
Oh, I'm not disappointed in you. My job is to speak to who you can be.
So, for lack of a better question, and I know this is gonna sound elementary, but how do I become who I want to be?
The first step towards becoming who you are is identifying where you are. Ain't no way you can get to point B if you don't know exactly where you are at point A.
That makes sense. I know it's okay to fail, and I know it's okay to feel bad, and I know it's okay to even regret, but I just gotta stop believing that I'm nothing but the sum of a whole bunch of bad decisions.
That's correct. And I want to add to that by saying grace is the space where kindness and compassion merge with radical accountability. And that's what you need right now.
I get it, man. It's just hard right now. It's really hard right now.
Never gets any easier, man.
Dog, why you always gotta say stuff like that? Why can't we just have like a happy ending?
I was finna say it don't get any easier, but it's always worth it. But you couldn't wait a daggum second till I got the second part out of my mouth.
Shut up, man. I'm finna go get some nachos. What?
Oh my God, this dude then went from being in here sad to wanting some nachos.